Okay, welcome to Car of the Year. Where are they now, basically? I recommend going back and watching the 90s episode before you watch this.
We're calling this part 2, right?
I reckon we call it part 2. It's not technically in chronological order. It clearly is because it's Cars of the Year of different eras, or years. But yeah, go watch the 90s one if you haven't seen that first. Oh, I should mention, we explained this in the 90s episode, but we're going off Wheels Magazine Australia Car of the Year because it has been the most respected Car of the Year award in Australia.
Yeah, definitely. The most respected in Australia doesn't necessarily reflect on the rest of the world.
No.
But in Australia, it was the one.
We will mention some other Cars of the Year's awards in the list, but this is just for Wheels. Let's get into this.
Straight into it.
Okay, the year 2000, the Car of the Year, it was the Subaru Impreza. If you don't know which one that is, it's the dog ugly one with the stupid round headlights.
The bug eye.
The bug eye. Okay. From a quality standpoint, as new, I see why it was Car of the Year. I don't think it has lasted the test of time. I think visually, I don't think it's an attractive
It was a huge
car.
marketing up, really, when you look at it. Like the GC8 was such a good looking car.
Yeah.
Really, it was, and still is. But the bug eye was just... It's weird looking.
It was the first Impreza that Subaru really targeted the North American market. So there's a bunch of ergonomic decisions made internally that I'm not going to say because it's politically incorrect to say, but let's just say there's maybe a roomier interior with...
Is that so? I did not know that.
Maybe the seats aren't quite as supportive because they need to be not as
So they
supportive.
made it for fat people?
Sure. Yeah, cool.
Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Can you say that?
No, say it. Yeah, and also build quality-wise, I think you've still got the head gasket issue going on around that period. There's
mechanically not that different to a GC8 or the Gen 1s, but just visually, just a terrible mistake, I thought, at the time.
Yeah, I don't think it's a worthy Car of the Year
not at all.
now.
Yeah, why was it Car of the Year where the Gen 1 wasn't?
Yeah, strange.
Why, It was pretty much the same as the previous generation. And
yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Fun fact about the 2000 model Subaru Impreza. Versions of the second gen Impreza were used by the police forces in France, Estonia, Latvia, Japan and Singapore.
Would they have been in WRX trim?
I would have to.
Yeah.
We used the GC8 in an auto as the MY 2000s as highway patrol cars because the Rexies back then were outrunning all of the V8 highway patrol cars. Okay, Song of the Year. I love this song.
I hate this song.
Okay, it's I'm Out of Love by Anastasia. This is one of my guilty pleasures. I love her voice. I love the overall production of the song. It's
Maybe
banger.
you see it differently being like a muso. I'm just a punter. It's something about that song and the artist that sings it. I'm sorry. Ick.
Well, the thing is, but I'm a musician as a trade and you're a mechanic. So in this argument, I'm right.
You win.
I'm right.
Hey,
exactly.
I'm happy. I'm happy to be wrong.
Biggest movie of that year was How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I've never seen that.
No, me either.
No,
Can't
cool.
comment.
Is that the one with Jim Carrey? I think it might be, isn't it?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. If it is, I know he went through absolute torture because that makeup was a nightmare, as is this makeup I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
Okay, 2001. Song of the Year was Can't Fight the Moonlight by Leanne Rimes. Yeah, good song. I'm not going to sing it. It's
Can you
okay.
sing it? I don't know.
No, I'm not singing it. Definitely not singing it. Not a bad song.
And the movie Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
I love that you read that like you'd never read Harry Potter before.
Who is Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I only recently watched Harry Potter movies for the first time very recently.
Thoughts?
My 12-year-old son at the time said halfway through the second one, is this pretty much the same as the first one? And I thought, yeah, I think you're right.
I can't say anything bad about Harry Potter because my partner and most of my closest friends are obsessive fans to a point of psychopathy? Psychopath?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they're extreme fans.
She loves Harry Potter. I get it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, another example of Car of the Year not relating to any kind of...
worthy at all.
No. This is a shit car. The Holden XC Barina won it in 2001.
Why though?
How? What a terrible
were they thinking?
car.
I think this would have been better if we'd known what it was up against.
Yeah.
That would have been a good thing to do. We might do that later episodes, but that XC Barina, whatever it was up against, must have been complete dog shit because that car is terrible.
It must have been up against skateboard, public transport,
Shopping trolley.
walking shopping trolley.
Yeah.
I'd buy a shopping trolley over an XC Barina.
Yes, me too.
Chances are the shopping trolley still works.
Yeah.
Let's move on because that's a terrible car. It should never have won.
Can't remember the last time I saw one on the roads.
Yeah, terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, how? Yeah, anyway, okay, 2002. Oh, what a song! Without Me by Eminem.
That song still stands up.
Banger.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Great. Spider-Man was the biggest movie
Good
of the
movie,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, good movie.
Yeah.
And the car of the year, Jim, what was it?
It was the mighty BA Falcon.
What a great car.
What a car.
I think it's a totally worthy car of the year. I think it's still a worthy car of the year.
Yeah.
The now iconic, fun fact, the now iconic Ford Barra engine debuted in the BA Falcon. Its car of the year win also broke a 36-year drought for the Falcon badge. It didn't win for 36 years.
Yeah, wow. I wonder if this is about the time where they were getting paid to get the award. Did Ford just cough up the budget?
I don't know. I'll have to ask our journo friends when it started
Because
getting a little bit
2002,
dodgy.
I'm wagering that's about when the tide was turning in terms of, being paid to win the award.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's some coming up that are like, I don't know.
They paid more.
Maybe. BA Falcon, I think cracking good car. BA Series 2 in Typhoon form is one of my all-time...
It's actually pronounced Typhoon.
Typhoon.
Yeah.
I think BA, I think it's a totally worthy winner. I think they're still kicking along hard. The Barra engine alone, that by itself should have won car of the year. That engine's fantastic.
Are you tired of streaky, squeaky wipers? Confused by wipers that are hard to buy and even harder to fit? Sick of paying extortionate prices for wipers? Well, introducing WiperTech. Purchase wipers from the leisure of your home and have them delivered straight to your door. Not only are they a piece of cake to fit, they fit perfectly, and you can now enjoy streak and squeak-free wipering all day. Plus, use our code and get 15% off your purchase.
Okay, 2003. Okay, Song of the Year, Angels Brought Me Here by Guy Sebastian.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'd just completely forgotten that song existed.
Yeah.
As many people did, I would imagine.
The movie of the year for that year was Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Great movie. I like Lord of the Rings. Again, my partner and most of my closest friends are absolute hardcore fans. I think if you're a hardcore Harry Potter fan, you legally have to also be a hardcore Lord of the Rings fan. And here's another car that has not stood the test of time at all well.
Yeah.
Okay. I get why it won because it is such a unique thing. As far as a package goes, there's nothing else like this. But they have not lasted well. We've done a full review on it and you'll see why. It is the Mazda RX8.
Yeah, good car. Yeah, good car. Fun fact about that car, it was the first time a Rotary had ever been car of the year.
Amazing.
And another fun fact, which I think is really cool, the Bose sound system was tuned differently for cars that had the leather interior compared to the material, fabric seats.
I wonder what that must just be an EQ thing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
The sound was bouncing off the leather or something.
That's why the Toyota Century has the fabric seats rather than leather, because fabric is quieter than leather. Okay, RX8, all sorts of problems here. Where do we begin?
How many standard ones are still on the road?
Not many.
Yeah, if any.
No.
Yeah.
I've driven a few of these now, and the RX8 fans are going to hate me for this. I'm just always pretty underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like, they rev, but there's no torque. I don't know. I think there's, I really respect how unique the packaging is, and if you're into them, great. But I don't think it's a worthy car of the year. Oh, sorry, it was worthy at the time with the warranty and when they worked, but now has not lasted.
Not at all.
2004.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah. Okay. Song of the year. What About Me, Shannon Noel?
Movie Shrek 2, which I think in terms of a 2 movie is pretty good.
Yep.
The second one is usually a bit shit. Shrek 2. It was pretty good.
Is Shrek 2 a better sequel than Godfather 2?
Ooh, yep.
Really?
Yes.
So sorry, everybody. Just ignore Jim.
It's the same genre, isn't it?
Clearly, you're a very good mechanic. Car of the year, what was it?
The Ford Territory.
Great.
Just a jacked up Falcon, really, but yeah.
You want to know a fun fact? Ford Territory, it was the first time ever that an SUV won Car of the Year award, and maybe a signal to what was to come in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got a funny story I shouldn't talk about with the Ford Territory that my mate Toby will laugh hysterically at that I've brought it up. That we went to Brisbane for a gig, and had to hire a car. Normally when you hire a car when you do gigs, they're pretty boring cars. Managed to get what was then a brand new Ford Territory. We had some time to kill before some of the other band members arrived. For those of you that don't know, my other day job is a touring session musician and whatnot. And we found an abandoned industrial estate which hadn't been built yet, so it was just acres and acres of flat clay with some water on it. And I decided to do my best Colin McRae impressions in the Territory. And then we turned up to pick up the rest of the band. We hadn't gotten out of the Territory to look at what it looked like, and I saw the guys come out of the arrivals lounge and just go like, "What have you done?" We got out. It looked like the Territory had just finished the Paris Dakar.
That's cool.
It was covered in mud, and I've got to say that thing, it was great. I remember holding drifts at ridiculously stupid speeds, and thinking, this is like this
Not bad for an SUV.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think it, and I think it's still very much a worthwhile car of the year. I think it's a massively underrated SUV.
Yeah, they did tend to fall apart a bit though. Suspension and driveline was just a little bit flimsy.
If you can get a good one, but
Yeah.
what I think a really good
Still
thing.
plenty of them out there.
Yeah, again, we've done a full review of the Ford Territory. The link will be down there somewhere. Okay, 2005 Song of the Year, The Prayer by Anthony Kalia. Thoughts?
Long forgotten song.
Lovely
Yeah.
guy. Bit short, but
Yeah.
lovely. So the movie there was Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Again,
Pretty forgettable movie, I think.
Jar Jar Binks again, piece of shit. What a shit character. Should never have put. I hate Jar Jar Binks. Sorry.
Do you hate Jar Jar Binks more than I hate Meatloaf?
I reckon they're on par.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about if they were to fight to the death? Who would you be?
I think Jar Jar's going to win.
Probably.
But
He's a big guy.
He's a big dude. He's got some chops.
Yeah.
That's all he's got going for him. And car of the year for 2005 was the wonderful Mazda NC MX5.
Yeah, totally worthy.
Totally worthy. I've actually never driven an NC MX5.
They're pretty much like all the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a mate that has one. We're going to be featuring it soon, and he's had vast experience with all of the MX5s, and he thinks it's the pick.
It's the one to get, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think he put it really well. He's a proper car guy, mechanical background, the whole lot, and he always claims that it might be the least MX5, but it's the easiest to live with of all four generations. I think that is a completely worthy car of the year.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Excellent. 2008.
Yeah, look, the song of the year. I actually didn't even know this song. I had to look it up. I Wish It Was a Punk Rocker by Sandy Tom. Apparently, it was a really big song, but I was completely oblivious.
I hate this song so much.
I'll go as far as saying
I played it earlier on Spotify just to, find out what it was, and Adam just lost it.
I hate it. I know it's a strong word. That is up there with the worst songs ever written. It's this poncy, folky shit. It's just, I don't know who she is, but if she's watching, I don't like you at all. I don't like the cut of your jib.
Speaking of cuts of the jib, the movie was the Pirates of the Caribbean. See what it did there?
It's really good.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah,
Classic.
pretty good.
Classic movie. What a shit song. Sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just how can anyone like that song?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Okay.
So you don't like it?
I hate it. When you see those shows where they get, celebrities or people and they put them, with things they hate, like if you're afraid of spiders and they cover you in spiders. If I'm ever on one of those shows, just cover me in copies of that shit song. I'll just be freaking out.
Look, this will make you feel better because the car of the year was the venerable VE Holden Commodore.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, totally worthy. This also marks the last time that an Australian-made car won Wheels Car of the Year. That's a bit sad.
Yeah, well, there wasn't really much being made in Australia after this. It's not because Australian cars weren't good, it's just they didn't exist.
I'm disappointed that the VF didn't win Car of the Year, because the VF's great.
Yeah, good. That is a good car.
Again, we've said this before, maybe on the previous video, in the 90s video. The problem with the VE Commodore has nothing to do with the Commodore. It's to do with the fact it's been ruined by association.
Yeah.
Again, just a lot of interesting folk buy and ruin Commodores.
Yeah, but the good ones are good.
The good ones are great.
Still
I
good.
think the VESS. That's my mate's VESS U. We've done a full review on that. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Such a good thing.
Yep.
If you're a regular viewer of ReDriven and you're wondering why it has been here for a while, Why has it been here for a while?
It needs cam and lifters, basically. We're just trying to fit it into the schedule.
Yeah, there's nothing overly wrong with it.
No, it's just waiting its turn.
Yeah.
Now, if you are interested in buying any of the X cars of the year, or any car for that matter, it makes good sense to just compare all finance offers.
Normally this would be a nightmare of a job, having to call every single bank and try and get quotes. The easier way to do this is by hitting the Driver link down below, because Driver will compare loans from stacks of different lenders. The entire process is completely free, super easy, all done online. It's brilliant. It's the only way to get the best loan quotes. Hit that Driver link. Okay, 2007. Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie was the song of the year. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Spider-Man 3 was the movie of the year. Yeah. And car of the year was the Mercedes-Benz C-Class.
No.
Okay, I'll read the fun fact. Here's the fun fact.
Go on.
In an industry first, the development of the W204 C-Class used a digital replica of the car, which allowed for crash testing before a physical prototype existed. The digital replica travelled a virtual distance of 15 million miles.
Yay.
It also proves that that digital replica doesn't have to deal with actual reliability issues.
Well, the digital replica was way better than the real thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got a W204 C-Class coming up, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
There's some issues there.
Yeah.
There are some big issues. I'm sure when it was new, it was a fantastic car.
And I'm sure it was lovely to drive, and the marketing was probably great too. And I'm sure Mercedes put on a great spread for all the journalists involved, but at the end of the day, the car was absolute shit.
Yeah, there's some problems there, and we'll cover that when we cover the full review. Yeah, not worthy. Sorry.
Yeah.
2008, Low by Flowrider,
Yeah.
a song I have played as a DJ, I think at about 1,200 different weddings.
Yeah.
And cracking movie for the movie of the year.
The Dark Knight.
Chris Nolan
good job.
can make a movie. What a brilliant movie. If you haven't seen that, I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, go watch it.
And the car of the year,
Brilliant.
Honda Accord Euro. Sorry.
Honda Accord Euro.
Excellent car.
I'll go as far as saying one of the most underrated cars
Yeah.
you can buy.
Definitely.
They're affordable.
For a first car, for a reliable car,
Yeah,
comfortable car.
And now the Type R variants are coming in as imports as well, and they're not too bad as far as the expense goes.
Yeah.
I think the Accord Euro is that. Yeah.
And the K Series engine, super reliable, go forever.
Fantastic to drive. Again, we've done a full review of this car. They are absolutely fantastic.
What was it up against in 2008, I wonder? I'd love to know that.
Yeah,
See
I
the
can check
list.
it out.
Yeah. But I think definitely a worthy winner.
Okay, and fun fact for the Honda Accord Euro, it also won the South African Car of the Year. And Wheels also tested it against 10 other mid-size SUVs in 2012, which the Accord Euro won.
You just answered my question. There you go.
There you go.
Interesting.
Fantastic. Brilliant car. Totally worthy.
Yep,
it's great.
definitely worthy.
Okay, 2009, I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas was the song of the year.
That's a good song.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
And Avatar was the... Avatar?
It's the opera. The movie is Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Avatar was the movie of the year.
I only recently saw Avatar. Felt pressured because everyone else has seen it. Not that good.
Yeah.
Not that good.
Yeah.
Tried to watch the sequel also. Not that good.
James Cameron, hit and miss. I think it's you and James Cameron.
We just don't get
Titanic.
on.
Did you like Terminator 2?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's
That was
James
alright,
Cameron.
yeah.
All right, cool. How about The Abyss? Have you seen The Abyss?
No, I don't think I've seen it.
Another James Cameron movie?
I'm not going to watch it now.
Okay. Wow. Volkswagen Golf Mark 6 won the Car of the Year award that year, and there's another one that it's interesting that it won Car of the Year because ignoring GTI and R, bit of a shit car.
Yeah, really nothing going for it. Really?
Yeah.
Not reliable at all.
No, it's not that great. The R can be really good, as we learned when we did our full Golf R Mark 6 review. And GTI, I think, can be pretty cool.
They're all right.
But the standard ones, why would you bother?
I don't know.
Why would you bother?
Very just a generic thing, really.
I don't understand. There's in that market, again, not R's, not GTIs, in just the standard Golf. Why? Just buy a Mazda 3 or a Corolla, or any Suzuki or
I wonder why it won.
Civic.
Why did it win?
I'm sure when it's new, it would tick a lot of boxes.
I guess
used
driving it when it was new would have been very different to a Corolla of the same year.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They have when they were new, they were very nice to drive, very solid feeling, the whole door closing thing.
But then again, a Mazda 3 feels great to drive. I think a Mazda 3 is just a better car in every way.
It is definitely better now.
Yeah.
Proven to be better, definitely.
They're the noughties, guys. As I said, go back, watch the 90s previous to this. And then next one, we've got the 20 teens. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Any other final thoughts?
And those of you watching internationally, tell us what your car of the year was around the same time, and let us know if it has stood the test of time.
Yeah. See you in the 20 teens.